Speaker, I want to support this bill, and I hope that it is given the necessary support so that it goes all the way until it is published. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Samuel Atandi, member for Alego Usonga.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to make my contribution on this bill. Madam Speaker, let me first thank the Honorable Mayor Mase for coming up with this bill. Madam Speaker, as most of my colleagues have pointed out, cotton sector for many years was very instrumental in our foreign currency, foreign exchange earnings. And also cotton is one of the crops, cash crops that is grown across the country, from northeastern to Nyanza to central to Rift Valley to coast. All these regions grow cotton. And Madam Speaker, when I was growing up, cotton was the biggest cash crop in our household. And my father, the late, was one of the biggest cotton farmers in our region. In fact, when my father started growing cotton, loan facilities were available from AFC, and we used those facilities to invest in cotton farming. And I'm a product of cotton farming, Madam Speaker. I went to school because of cotton farming. All my brothers, my siblings, they went to school because of cotton farming. So cotton farming is one cash crop that this country has really lost on. And I think this bill should have come from the government, not from private members. Madam Speaker, the bill which is here to revitalize the cotton sector has very many important chapters in the bill, which I wanted to comment on. One of the most important chapters in this bill is the fact that this bill is giving county governments the biggest role in cotton farming. Madam Speaker, as you are aware, agriculture is devolved, and we can never legislate on agriculture without input from the county governments. And so the role of the county government in this bill is prominent, and I want to add county governments. Most of our county governments are moribund, are ineffective. Most of our country governments are doing nothing, and the fact that this bill is actually outlining what their role will be is something which I want to appreciate. Like, for example, the bill is giving the county governments, showing them what to do, forming groups up to the ward level, and also registering farmers and the SACCOs. Madam Speaker, serious farming cannot succeed if farmers are not organized. And this bill is seeking to organize farmers into circles and into groups so that they can be involved in progressive farming that will also help in giving the focus that is needed for cotton. The other thing which I want to appreciate in the bill, Madam Speaker, is the fact that the bill is also seeking to make it easy for the investors who want to engage in processing of cotton to be licensed. The county governments have been given the mandate to license processors, and this is going to be very important. Madam Speaker, there are some areas like where I come from in Siaya, where we are cotton farmers, but we don't have any processor. We don't have factories that are involved in processing of cotton. And this makes it very difficult for our farmers. They have to transport all their cotton all the way to Thika, where the factories are situated. So the fact that this bill has identified licensing of cotton processors is something which I also appreciate. Of course, the formation of the board that will strictly be involved in supervising cotton business is also very important here, Madam Speaker. Right now, cotton matters are being handled by a professor known as AFA. AFA does not have network on the grassroots, and they are based here in Nairobi. and they are not really putting more effort on cash for farming. They are actually more concerned about other food crops. So we are as a country, we are losing on